Hey, what up guys, Protocol here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a BHRA in Tony Hawk Underground Pro, which stands for Bunny Hop Revert Air. It's one of the more advanced tricks to get right, and it's also one of the more advanced tricks to do consistently because it has pretty tight timing. So let's go ahead and let's get right into it. As always with these tutorials, I have a controller input on the top right of the screen so you guys can see every input that's coming over the wire, and that's why I make these guides, because I feel that's useful, and if you guys want to slow down the video in order to see the inputs that I'm doing, then feel free. But with this trick, it's much easier for me to fail it, so forgive me if I wind up doing that a couple times in this guide. So anyways, the basic premise of what a BHRA is it allows you to do a revert in the air. That's why it's a bunny hop revert in the air, so to speak. So pretty much how you do it is when you're coming down from any sort of air and you're about to hit the ground, you want to hold X and then you want to let go of X the very moment you hit the ground, and then you want to hit your revert key almost immediately after, like as fast as your hands can allow you to switch over to that on a controller. So let me go ahead and let me show you guys the basic premise of it here, and then I'll show you guys a few techniques that you can use with it as well. So bam. Bam. So there we go. That is literally a BHRA, and you know how to do it if you can pull that off. So what's happening here is the game thinks that you're on the ground when you're really not. And that allows you to do some interesting things, because if you don't directly ollie out of that, you can do a successful neuroplant. Or you can also buffer a butt slap out of that as well. And I know that I've never actually made a butt slap tutorial on this channel. I might have that one up coming up soon. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's give that a try. This I'm much more rusty with, but if you want to practice doing butt slaps out of a BHRA, I would highly recommend that you go into your HUD options and make sure that you have your butt slap counter turned on. Because if you fail to get your second ollies, but the butt slap counter thing shows up, it means you triggered it correctly. You just didn't spam your X button fast enough. So let's go ahead and let's give that a try. So bam, bam, there we go. So you can kind of see how I did that there. So what I did is I buffered the flip trick while the pivot was going on, and I buffered it late enough so that it occurred after the pivot. And because of that, I basically did the equivalent of a butt slap, because obviously a butt slap works by sort of buffering a flip trick out of an air. So let's go ahead and, well, not out of an air, but off of a ledge of some sort, or like a quarter pipe or something. So let me go ahead and let me give that a try a few more times, and then I'll give a neuroplant a try as well, because that's much trickier and shows off a different aspect of the BHRA trick. So let's go ahead and let's do this here. Bang. Okay, see, sometimes you can fail it there if you're not quick enough. Bam. So let's go and let's try this a couple more times. Okay, so I think you guys are getting the point as far as the butt slap is concerned. So now let's go ahead and let's try a neuroplant out of this, which is much trickier. So one thing that you can do out of a BHRA is you can actually do these sort of delayed, like, they're not really pivots. It's almost just like you're just kind of doing this, like you're going from, you know, normal stance to switch stance or something like that. So what you want to do to practice that is out of a BHRA, just spam this key right here. You just want to spam your revert button. So let's go ahead and let's practice that. So you can sort of see this going on here. You may have seen in some really advanced transfers and whatnot that people use that in order to delay doing some really sick stuff. So you can delay a BHRA's ending that way and do a neuroplant. So this again is much trickier, but what I'm going to do here is off of this ledge towards this building, I'm going to do a BHRA, and then I'm going to try and do one of those, and then that should give me pretty solid timing to get a successful neuroplant down. So let's go and let's give that a try. So let's go ahead and let's go bam. Okay, nope. Go. Okay, and then, okay, I was pretty significantly early there, so I need to go faster. Nope, I'm still gonna, oh no, there we go. Right, so there we go. So that's exactly how that works, and I landed very appropriately in an infinite bounce. So let's go and let's try that one more time, and then sweet. So yeah, that's one way that you can do that. I think there might be some other tricks that you can do out of a BHRA, but that's the basic premise as to how to get it to work. If you guys, again, want to try it out for yourselves, the controller input was on the top right of the screen. You may definitely need to slow it down in order to get this to work, but I think once you actually get it a couple of times, it's actually pretty easy to just know the timing and really hone your skills with it and get it down. So yeah. Anyways, I think I've said my piece at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and good luck with your BHRA.